Hi guys, this is Vysh from Vysh IAS and we are continuing the Geography NCERT series, class 8th. Up to chapter 3 is uploaded. Chapter 4 is about agriculture. First I thought to combine chapter 4, 5 and 6, but it's all different topics. Like chapter 4 is agriculture, chapter 5 is industry and chapter 6 is human resources like primary, secondary and tertiary industries. So I thought it's better to do small videos of all the 3 chapters. That is why not combining. Okay, so we'll see what is there in chapter 4 of class 8. Okay. Actually, Ramesh Singh, please watch that video, Ramesh Singh video which I created. Chapter 8 of Ramesh Singh, I think it has a detailed explanation of all the agriculture schemes, the green revolution, the evergreen revolution, crop rotation, intercropping, subsistence farming, everything in detail is there. It's a, I think, 1 hour video and we have done comprehensive coverage of the topic. So please watch the Ramesh Singh, there is a separate playlist for that, Ramesh Singh Economics GS3. Please watch it immediately after this video. Okay, it will be helpful. This is the basic static thing and that is the static thing from Ramesh Singh. So your static part about agriculture will be completed, then you can club with the current affairs, because for the agriculture related schemes also I will be making a separate video. Okay, which whatever is there in the news, most of the schemes are also covered there itself, like the Rashtriya Krishi Vikas Yojana or the National Food Security Mission, all those things are there in that video, Ramesh Singh video. Okay, so please watch that and this together. So let's begin agriculture. Here basically again they are starting with what I told, the primary, secondary and tertiary industries. Whatever deals with nature, extraction, production of natural resources, that is primary. Okay, examples are agriculture, fishing, gathering, etc. Okay, secondary activities concerned with the processing of these resources. Whatever has been extracted from nature, will process that, like the manufacturing of steel, baking of bread, weaving of cloth, examples. Okay. Tertiary activities provide support to the primary and secondary through services. So everything is interconnected. Okay, tertiary is like transport, trade, banking, insurance, even the IT, everything all will come in service sector, where we are trying to support the primary as well as secondary thing. Okay, this is again the origin of the word agriculture. Agri means soil and culture means cultivation, not much important. So agriculture is a primary activity, that is what we are going to deal in this chapter. So growing everything, fruits, vegetables, flowers, livestock, everything is included. Okay, in India also you should know there is only one ministry for agriculture and livestock. Okay, one ministry is being presently managing both of them. Okay, also demands have been coming for a separate ministry for fisheries because of the cyclone issues and trouble people are facing in the coastal areas. So that is a thing in current affairs. So always when I tell something is there in current affairs, that becomes important. Okay, that is why our videos are sometimes becoming lengthy also, because I tell a lot of things more than what is given in the slide or the text which you are scrolling through. Okay, because UPSC last, I think 2015 onwards or 16 onwards, you can tell last 2 to 3 years are 50% static thing and 50% current affairs, or you can tell even 60-40, where 60 is current affairs. Okay, they are taking everything what is there in the news and relating it to our UPSC syllabus and then asking you the question. That is why syllabus is important. I have explained all those things in our Mussoorie series, Road to Mussoorie. There is a playlist, I think 3 videos are uploaded. That is a proper guidance for any new aspirant who is coming into civil service. Okay, step by step I am telling, follow the syllabus, follow the previous year papers, what all books to see, everything is there. So always make use of other series also. Just don't watch the geography series and just close the channel itself. Watch the other interesting things which is there. Okay, let's continue. Favorable topography of soil and climate are vital for agriculture activity. Okay, the land on which the crops are grown is known as arable land. Okay, arable land is something where crops can be grown. So this map you can see, this is actually the global world map where arable land is being highlighted with this color. Okay, so if you see India, almost everywhere except for the Himalayan states, you can call it is arable land. Okay, Sri Lanka also, and here in China, if you see, China is such a big country, still only in the eastern coast it has this place, but they have managed it so efficiently that it has production rate more than India in most of the things. In everything, GDP or whatever, China is always ahead of China. Why? Because India, there are a lot of internal politics or internal problems, because of which India is not able to reach that level. But now things are improving and we see India in the top ranks for most of the ratings. So hopefully by another 10 years or another 15 to 20 years, India will become a major superpower. Even in the top 3 economies, India can reach. Okay, So you can see almost every continent has it, but it's a little more scattered. Okay, Europe, there are a lot of, like the Mediterranean region, which is like famous for the horticulture. Portugal, Spain, the wine cultivation, all these things are there. Australia also, if you see, it's only one coastal region. The rest of the places deserts in Australia. USA also, here it is Rocky Mountains and the desert area. Here we have the Andes mountain, here we have the Sahara desert. So other than desert areas, there are scattered portions of arable land. So this is about the mapping. Mapping we will do separate series towards when we near to prelims, but you should do mapping daily. Mapping cannot be done in one day. Okay, daily focus is required. Different terms which we often use: agriculture, sericulture, pisciculture, viticulture, and horticulture. So the terms basically means agriculture is everything related to what we do, even the livestock. Sericulture is silkworm related. Pisciculture is fish related. Viticulture is grapes related, and horticulture is fruits, flowers, and vegetables. Okay, and something I think aquaponics or something is in the current affairs which you will be learning, where the aquaculture and the horticulture is merged. That means in the same fish tank they will be having fishes also grown, and one side they will have the soil bed where the plants are grown. So the fish waste is used as nutrients and the water is being replenished by the soil. So it is a cycle. So both will be helping each other, the horticulture and the pisciculture, and together it is called aquaponics. It is there in news. It is a current affair thing. Try to know it. Okay. Farm system. We'll see this one. Inputs. What you need for agriculture. This is not an amazing chapter I have already explained, but we'll see basic things in NCERT. Inputs we need machinery. We need the crops are the output. This is the process: plowing, spraying, sowing, spraying. Seeds, chemicals, and machinery are the inputs. Okay, in Green Revolution topic I have explained it in detail. Then physical inputs, that is what is not in our control, which is the physical things: sunshine, temperature, rainfall, soil, slope, and all. However, we can conserve all these things, but these are all natural things. Storage, labor, machinery, chemicals are human inputs. Okay, for this only government is giving a lot of subsidies also. So types of farming: subsistence and commercial is the major type. Subsistence, you know, like what we do in India, where traditionally it is like growing for our own survival, create for food purpose. We are generating it for food, not for profit. That is subsistence farming. Okay, low level of technology will be used usually. It is like older thing. Okay, now it is like trying to be modernized, but older thing. Within subsistence itself, they are telling intensive and primitive subsistence. Two forms they are telling. Intensive is like the farmer cultivates a small plot of land using simple tools and more labor. Like, you know, in India, it's like hereditary process. One farmer will have suppose a 400 unit of land. He'll have 4 sons. Then it will be distributed like 100 units. So that person now will have only 100. He will again distribute like 25 units to his son. So it is going generation by generation, and the plot size is going on getting reduced. So that small plot size they are using for throughout their cultivation also, the kharif, rabi crops and all. So they are going on cultivating, and it's like intensive. So that is called intensive subsistence agriculture. Okay. Rest some crop names: rice, wheat, maize. You should know rice is a kharif crop and wheat is a rabi crop. Okay, grown in different seasons. Organic farming. UPSC have asked questions. Sikkim is the first organic state in India. Manure and natural pesticides. So statements like this is formed like organic farming uses 0 pesticides and 0 fertilizers. It is false. Okay, because it's not like 0 pesticides and 0 fertilizers. It is like 0 chemical fertilizers and chemical pesticides. Okay, even it's not 0 actually in India and all. They use in very minute levels, but actual meaning is not like 0 pesticides. Okay, pesticides are used, but it is all natural. Fertilizers are also used, but it is organic. Okay, the compost pit and all those things. So don't think like it is 0 fertilizer, 0 pesticides. It's only chemicals are not used. Primitive subsistence is like the shifting cultivation and nomadic herding. That means little more you can tell tribal farm or a rural farm or olden type of farm. That is primitive subsistence. So shifting cultivation, you know, it's also called zooming in Northeast India. Many chapters we have discussed it multiple times, where trees are cut and then burnt. That will replenish the soil with nutrients. Crops are grown. After some time, when the nutrient is lost, they will go to another place. They'll just leave it like that. So after a few years, what will happen is naturally all the nutrients will be retained. Then they'll again come back. So it's a good cycle, a forest cycle where nutrients are naturally replenished. So it's a good process actually. But it is known by different names. Okay, Northeast India, it is zoom cultivation. In this is actually asked in UPSC. So many names are there across the globe, but whatever is given in NCERT, at least that you should learn. Okay, By heart means yes, we have to do by heart. Okay, Milpa, Mexico, Roca, Brazil, Ladang in Malaysia. At least these four names, Juming, Milpa, Roca and Ladang, everyone who have seen this video should be able to retain until your prelims exam. Okay, even in your mains you can use for any answer related to shifting cultivation. Okay, again theory I told you what it is. It's also called slash and burn agriculture. Nomadic herding, like you see in picture, goats, camels, sheep, whatever is there, India or Africa, everywhere they have this tradition of survival by the nomadic herding with animals. Okay, commercial farming, which is more towards the European countries. India is also doing this by Green Revolution and all. We tried commercial farming, and that was a good thing, because of which India became self-sufficient in the grains. Now another thing is like India has the grains, but India is not able to distribute it properly, or the people do not have enough money. So poverty is actually causing the hunger. It's not food scarcity. Okay, food is there enough for everybody, but poverty is causing the hunger, and that is why in the global hunger index also India is in a very bad position. So commercial farming, mixed farming, plantation agriculture, we'll see each of these things in pictures also. Mixed farming, the land is used for growing for food and fodder crops. Okay, food is for humans and fodder is for animals. Okay, so both is there in mixed farming. It's practiced in Europe, Eastern USA, Argentina, South Australia. So if you see, these are most of the places where the temperate grasslands are there, where the nutritious grass will be there. We have learned I think savanna was a tropical grassland. Other than savanna, veld in Africa is temperate grassland. Then prairies is there in North America, pampas is there in South America, down is there in Australia. So these are all temperate grasslands where more nutritious grass will be there, and so such kind of livestock rearing is also possible. Plantations, you know, banana plantations is there, sugar cane is there, cotton, tea, coffee, these are all plantations. Another possible static GK you can know is where are the boards of all these things, like where is the rubber board in India? Rubber board is in Kerala, tea board is there in Kolkata, coffee board is there in Bangalore I think, and silk board is there, that is also in Bangalore. Other things I'm not sure whether it has such boards and all, but such common things whenever you read in NCERT relate immediately to your current affairs. That is how you become one step ahead than the other aspirants. Okay, many people will read NCERTs, but immediately relating it to the actual content needed for UPSC is what a true aspirant should do. Okay, major crops, again one by one they are telling, not much important, but we'll just see. Rice is a major food crop of the world. Rice needs high temperature, high pressure, high humidity, rainfall. In geography, such statements used to come. Like they'll give all these conditions and give choices like rice, jute, wheat, or something, and tell which is the suiting thing. So rice needs high temperature, high humidity, and rainfall. Grows best in alluvial clayey soil which can retain water. China leads in the production of rice. Okay, like I told, it has less arable land, but still China is the leading thing. Even the Indochina region, where like the Cambodia, Myanmar, Thailand, that region is called Indochina. There it's called the rice bowl of the world also. Wheat, moderate temperature and rainfall during growing season. So it is a rabi crop which is grown not in the monsoon but in the later part of the year. It is extensively grown in USA, Canada, Argentina. India it is grown in winter, like I told. So rice, wheat and millets. Millets are known as coarse grains. Okay, and can grow on less fertile and sandy soil. That is why millets are being promoted a lot by India also, because it can be grown in moderate climate also, which is very poor climate you can tell. Jowar, bajra and ragi are the examples of millets, okay, which is grown in India. Other countries are Nigeria, China and Niger. So in African countries and Asian countries it is there. Maize is also known as corn, okay. Various colorful varieties of maize are found across the world. So picture they have shown. So that is about maize. Maize requires moderate temperature and rainfall and lots of sunshine. So it is like kind of mix of what wheat and rice needs. Okay, it needs well drained fertile soil. Okay, and North America, Brazil, China, Russia, there are not commercial agriculture is there for maize. So this is a picture of maize cultivation and cotton cultivation. Cotton, BT cotton is in news. That is only genetically modified crop which is sanctioned in India. BT, brinjal and GM mustard is there in the news because it is the food crop and a lot of activists are against that. So that is why it is not still sanctioned. But GEAC, Genetic Engineering Appraisal Committee, has already given the approval, but it is still not come into actual existence. Okay, cotton, high temperature, light rainfall and 210 frost-free days and bright sunshine for its growth. So these kind of conditions you should know. For cotton, this is what you need. It grows best on black and alluvial soils. Okay, black and alluvial soil, which is there in the Deccan Plateau. also in the alluvial region, North India. China, USA, India, Pakistan, Brazil, Egypt are the leading producers of cotton. So most of the cities are there. India, you know, cotton is there even right from the time from Indus Valley civilization. Okay. Some history about coffee plant not required. Jute is known as golden fiber. You should know this. Jute is known as the golden fiber. So jute needs alluvial soil, high temperature, heavy rainfall, humid climate. Okay, kind of rice only. Okay, jute. This crop is grown in the tropical areas. India and Bangladesh are the leading producers of jute. Okay, Bangladesh and India. Coffee board is in Bangalore, Karnataka. You can tell. Yeah, I think it's Karnataka. I'm not sure whether it's Bangalore. It's Karnataka. Coffee requires warm and wet climate and well-drained loamy soil. Okay, hill slopes are more suited for growth of this crop. So tea, coffee, and all, you know, in slope or the terrace farming and all is famous there in Kerala and northeast. Brazil is the leading producer, followed by Colombia and India. So Brazil is the leading producer of coffee. Tea is a beverage crop. Right from the time of Britishers, you know, British people are tea lovers, and they used to invest a lot in the tea plantations. Even the trade, they were like forcing the people to grow more and more tea and exporting back to Europe, to England actually. So tea is a very important crop in India. It again needs well-drained loamy soil and gentle slopes. Okay, so tea, coffee, almost similar way. Then labor in large number is required. You know how they do the tea plantation. If you have seen any tea plantation yourself, it will be there near most of the hill stations. Then agricultural development. It refers to efforts made to increase farm production. Okay, now also India has the scheme of doubling the farmers' income. That is why a numerous number of schemes are there. Few are there in my other video, and I'll make a separate video for only the agriculture schemes specific to that. And by the MCQs, okay, we have a separate PDF only for MCQs, 100 MCQs of the schemes of India. Okay, just government schemes. Everything there is in the news. 100 questions will be like studying 100 schemes. Okay, that is why I'm telling, purchase that single PDF, and then you can have a great revision. Instead of going and reading PIBs or coaching materials, you have to read pages and pages. 100 MCQs if you solve, you will be confident about 100 schemes. Okay. And even in one scheme there will be massive following and all, where 4 schemes are there together. So it's not 100 schemes, it's more than 100 schemes. So try to get that from our Facebook page. Food security, National Food Security Act, National Food Security Mission and all, please watch the amazing video. I am not explaining again. Farm in India. So picture they have shown. It's a story kind of thing, not required. Farm in India versus farm in USA, they are comparing. Okay, so it's actually the basic difference, like that intensive subsistence farming which I told, and the commercial farming which I told. Like here, if you see, this picture is very interesting. In plains, they are actually dropping the pesticides or water. All these things are done in that much commercial way. Okay, it's like a large area where it's all grown for profit. It's not for any household or not to feed the population. That is the basic difference between Indian agriculture and USA agriculture. Okay, major crops in USA, India you already seen. USA like corn, soybean, wheat, cotton, and sugar beet. Soya bean in the news, something related to graphene material. Try to read that current affair. Then yeah, that's all in this chapter. They are comparing. We have told the important crops, the climatic conditions, the comparison between India and USA. Then what else was there? We saw the different arable land structure, the different names of cultures. So, and I've told you a lot of current affairs things. So this is how this chapter goes. Basic 5 questions, 3 questions are there. Horticulture means growing of fruits and vegetables. Golden fiber refers to jute. Another thing, golden revolution is there. Green revolution, red revolution, pink revolution, lot of things are there. Try to make a table of it. We'll also put it in some video, but try to make notes of that. Leading producer of coffee is Brazil. Okay, India was, I think, for rice. No, rice was China. Okay, so try to find out for which India is the leading producer. Okay, milk is one for which India is the leading producer. Because of chapter 5, I'll come with another video which is industries. It's even much more bigger chapter. We'll try to make another separate video for that. Okay, so till then, thank you.